Dear students, good afternoon to one and all present here. Myself Dr. Prakash, working as assistant professor in the Department of Computer Applications. I am going to handle the subject is database management systems. Instead of we are going to discuss the topic is database languages. First we know that what is a data, what is information, what is in the database. What is a data in the sense called as a stored fact. Okay, that may be a numerical or non-numerical data. Numerical in the sense, okay, integer or floating point number, that will be called as a numerical. Non-numeric in the sense called as a maybe a characters. What these are called as a data. What is information in the sense? Collection of related data will be called as a information. Next, what is a database? Database in the sense collection of information organized in a way such that okay, we want to select the particular piece of data from the database. That will be called as a database languages. Okay, the database languages can be classified into, there are 4 types. The first one DDL, the second one DML, the third one DCL, the fourth one TCL. The DDL stands for data definition language, DML stands for data manipulation language, the third one DCL stands for data control language, the fourth one transaction control language stands for TCL. First one DDL. Okay, the DDL means how to define the data in the database. That will be called as a data definition language. The data definition language there are 4 commands. One is called create, alter, drop, and then truncate. The first one create. How to create a data in the database? We are calling create command. Okay, these are the syntax for create. The first one you are going to say about query, about the create the data in the database. The first one query, write a query to create a table employee with employee ID, employee name, designation, and then salary. The table name will be called as employee, it will be called as a relation. The relation name, table name will be the same, have 4 attributes. The 4 attributes are, one is called employee ID, employee name, and then designation, and then salary. Employee in the sense called as an entity, it describes the entity in the sense called as a thing or the object will be called as an entity. It describes the some properties will be called as a employee ID, employee name, and then designation, and then salary. Okay, these are called as an attributes. Okay, how to create a table in the database? These are the syntax. The syntax for create is a command, and then object type, object name, open the parenthesis, and then close the parenthesis instead of having the attributes. Okay, how to define the attributes? Okay, these are the format we have followed. The first one column name, this is called as an attribute name, and an attribute to the data type, and then size. Okay, the data type is here. Okay, numerical and then character. The character in the sense called as we are having a varchar and then characters. Numerical in the sense we are represented by the number. Okay, these are and then size. Okay, based on that character's name. Okay, these are the syntax for to create a table in the database. Okay, next one. How to create a table? The create table, table name will be called as an employee. Employee name is called as a table name or relation name. Instead of having, there are 4 attributes. The 4 attributes are employee ID, we are getting that number data type. Employee name, we are getting the varchar data type. And the designation, also we are getting the varchar. And then salary, we are getting that number data type. Once the ending with the command, we are giving ending with the semicolon, the table will be created. Once the tables will be created, we need to alter the table in the database. We are following that query. Write a query to alter the column. The employee number is size is 4, that size is converted into a 6. Okay, these are the syntax we are following. Alter table name, alter in the sense called as a command, and then table name, and then modifies the keyword, and then column name, and then data type. What is the size of the data type, and then column name. Okay, alter is the keyword. Alter table, table name is called as an employee, modify. Employee number is a 6. The size is called as a 6. The table will be altered. We are getting the output for that given query. Once the table will be altered, okay, we need to alter the more than one column and then single column also. Next one, drop command. Okay, if you need to, once the table will be, the structure will be created in the database. Structure in the sense called as a schema. Okay, schema in the sense, structure of the database, we call it as a schema. Once the structures will be created and then alter will be done. Okay, if you need to, drop the table, okay, the drop that database into the table, we are calling it as a drop command. So the drop command, okay, write a query to drop a column from an existing table employee. Okay, the table already created. If you need to drop a particular column, we are calling that drop command. Drop command. Okay, these are the syntax for drop command. Alter table and then table name. Drop is a command name and then column. Okay, which column you are going to drop? Okay, examples for alter table. Table name is called as an employee. Okay, drop column, which column you are going to drop, in the sense salary. Okay, the table will be altered. Okay, next one, truncate. Okay, you know the difference between drop and then truncate. Okay, drop in the sense, okay, if you need to delete the content and then structure of the table, that will be called as a drop command. Okay, the truncate means the content only deleted but the structures or remains in the table, that will be called as a truncate. These are the difference between truncate and then drop. Okay, we are calling drop command means, okay, entire table and then structure and the contents also will be deleted, is called as a drop. Truncate means the content only deleted but the you want to create the structures or remains in the table, that will be called as a truncate. Okay, what is the syntax for truncate? The truncate is a command name and then table and then table name. Okay, truncate, which table you are going to, okay, truncate, in the sense called as an employee. Okay, say for example, truncate is a keyword and then table name will be called as an employee. Okay, these are the comments or comes under the data definition. Once the data will be defined, after that we want to manipulate the data. Okay, the manipulate the data, we are having, there are 4 comments. The first one, insert, select, delete and then update. Insert is, once the data will be defined, okay, we need to insert the data into the database, we are calling insert command. Next one, the data will be inserted to the database. If you need to select the particular piece of data, we are calling that select command. Once, okay, once the select will be done, after we need to delete the particular row of the data, we are calling it as a delete command. Okay, after that, if you want to update the data in the database, we are calling update command. These are 4 commands having data manipulation language. So data manipulation language, okay, further classified into, there are 2 categories. One is called, okay, procedural DML, one is called non-procedural DML. The procedural DML in the sense, okay, what data we are record, okay, and then how to get those data, that will be called as procedural. Non-procedural in the sense, what data record without specifying how to get those data, that will be called as a non-procedural DML. Okay, these are having, there are 2 classification of data manipulation language. The data manipulation language comments, the first one, insert. Okay, how to insert the data into the database? These are the syntax we have followed. Insert into table name and then values, open the parenthesis, we are inserting the attributes. Based on the attributes, we are giving the, we are giving the data. Examples, okay, insert is a command name, into table name will be called as an employee and then values, open the parenthesis, employee ID is 101, employee name is called as a Nagarajan and then employee designation will be called as a lecturer, that we are getting that salary 15,000. Okay, we have closed the parenthesis, end with the semicolon is necessary. One row will be created, similar to we want to create a n number of rows. Okay, next one is the data will be inserted to the database. After that, we want to select the particular data and then we want to select the entire data in the database. We are calling select command. What is the syntax for select command in the sense? Select is a command name. And then if you want to select the entire data, we are giving select star from table name. The table will be called as an employee. Okay, we need to update all the records are available in the database. These are called as a select command. Okay, if you need to select the particular data, okay, if we want to select only employee ID equal to 101 from table name means, okay, we want to select only particular, each row of data will be called as a record, otherwise called as a tuples. The column name will be called as an attributes, otherwise called as a field. The third one command, update. Okay, one database will be created and then inserted and then we want to select the data from the database, alter and then drop and then truncate all the commands we have. After that, we need to update the data in the database. These are called as an update command. Okay, we need to update the particular row of data. Okay, update and the table name. Okay, set, we want to apply some condition for update. Update is the keyword. Table name is called as an employee and then set salary equal to 16,000, okay, where employee ID equal to 1. Okay, employee ID equal to 1, employee ID is called as a primary key equal to 1. Primary key in the sense, okay, uniquely identify the key is called as an, okay, primary key. Okay, the employee ID is called as an, okay, primary key. Okay, the data will be updated to the database. Okay, next one, delete command. Okay, if we need to delete a particular data, we are call it as a delete command. What is the syntax for delete command? Okay, delete and then table name is called as an employee, where which column you are going to delete. Okay, say for example I got created, there are five IDs have, one is called 101, 102, 103 and then 104, 105. We are having, there are 5 records in the database. Okay, if you need to delete the particular ID, I need to delete 104 in the sense, what is the syntax, what is the comments you are going to write, what is the queries you are going to write in the sense. delete is called as a command name, and then relation name, that relation name will be called as a table name. The table name is called as an employee, where employee ID equal to 103, having one row will be deleted. You call it as a delete command. Okay, these are all the commands or comes under the data manipulation. One is insert, select and then delete and then update. Next one, the third one language, data control language. Once the database will be created, after that we want to create the permission to other user. Okay, we are calling it as data control language. Okay, we are having, there are two commands. One is called grant and then revoke. Okay, grant in the sense, once the database will be created, I need to give the privilege to the other persons, that will be called as a grant. Okay, the grant means can give the privilege to the other students, that will be called as a grant command. Okay, what is a revoke in the sense, once the privilege will be given, we need to cancel the privilege, we are calling it as a revoke command. Okay, there are two commands, one is called grant, revoke. These all comes in data control language. The fourth one language, transaction control language. Okay, the entire transaction will be done. Okay, we are calling it as a commit command. Okay, why we go for the commit means, entire transaction we are completed, we are calling it as a commit command. Next one, save point and then roll back. Okay, save point means, we need to update a particular transaction we are going to save, that will be called as a save point. The rollback means can be used to undo the records, that will be called as a rollback. Okay, there are three commands or comes under the transaction control language. One is called save point, commit and then rollback. Okay, we want to create a database. Okay, these are the four languages which is very important. Okay, without the language we can't create a database in the SQL. Okay, these are called as database languages and also having a key. Okay, what is the key can be classified? There are four keys are available in the database. One is called primary key and then foreign key and then candidate key and then super key. Okay, what is a primary key? The primary key in a sense called uniquely identify the key, that will be called as an primary key. Okay, we want to create a database having a number of attributes are available. Okay, that key will be called as a uniquely identified. Okay, say for examples, the database will be called as a student. The students having how many attributes? Having 5 attributes are available. One is called students register number, students name, students address and then students address and then students email ID. Okay, and then students address, email ID and then pin code, having 5 attributes. Okay, which one is called a primary key in essence called as an student ID is called as a primary key. What is a foreign key means? Okay, we compare the two entity of the primary key will be called as a foreign key. One table of the primary key is compared to the another table of the primary key is called as a foreign key. Next one, super key and then candidate key. Okay, super key in the sense called candidate means key in the sense called as a column attributes or candidate keys. Okay, all the column of the attributes will be called as a candidate key. The column attributes will be called as an otherwise called a field. Next one, all the candidate keys are super keys, but all super keys are not candidate keys. Okay, but primary keys will be allowed null characters. Okay, super keys not allowed null characters. Okay, these are the difference between primary key, foreign key, candidate key and then super key. Okay, thank you. Next class we are going to discuss about data models.